Okay. Given the total population is 406,000, A's population is 127,000, and the number of reps being apportioned is 14. Find the following. Okay. A says, find the standard divisor for the apportionment. So I'm going to refer to the standard divisor as the SD. And remember, to find the standard divisor, you are going to take the total population, boop, and divide it by the total reps being apportioned. And the total population is 406,000. That's that. It's going to go here. And you are going to divide that by the total number of representatives, and the number of representatives being apportioned is 14. And that's what goes there. All right. So when you divide, you get 29,000. Now that is my standard divisor. Yeah, I used that color before, didn't I? Standard divisor. That's your SD. All right. The standard divisor for the apportionment, and they also want you to find the standard quota for set A. So standard quota, I'll use a red for that. The standard quota, which will be referred to as the SQ, and the standard quota is the state's population, not the total, just the state, divided by the standard divisor. So, to get the standard quota, you are going to take the state's population. State A has a population of 127,000. That's what's going to go here. And you're going to divide that by the standard divisor. And that's what's going to go here. And that's that 29,000 number. And state's population is the 127,000. Whoops, one too many zeros there. There we go. 127. No, that was right. I'm sorry. 127,000. Put the comma in there. There we go. Okay, so when I divide these two numbers, I get 4.379, blah, 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 blah. And it's not telling me. Either I didn't take a picture of it or I didn't take a screenshot at it, but I think my math lab has told me to round to 2 decimal places. So for 2 decimal places, 7 is the second decimal place. You look at the 9, and so you would say that the standard quota is 4.38. And that's all they're asking you for. They didn't tell you whether they were using Jefferson or any of that right now. They just want the numbers, okay? So that's part A. And then when I go to part B, it says the number of representatives that would be given to the state using Jefferson's method. And keep in mind that our standard quota, the SQ, was 4.38. So I'm going to Jefferson. Jefferson's method, he would use the upper quota. So Jefferson would go with 5. 4.38, he's going to go with 5. And then I cannot remember what colors I used. I think it was green. Then you go to Adams. Adams. Damn it, April. I'm sorry. My bad. Jefferson. Jefferson rounds down. He goes to the lower quota, which would be 4. So for those of you that are like, what is she saying? She's confusing me. Yeah, I'm confusing myself right now. I apologize. Okay, Adams. Adams is A. That rounds up, so he would go to the upper quota. He would be 5. And then we got Webster. Now, remember, Webster just uses standard rounding rules. So he looks at the 4.3, and the 3 will tell you, is that 4 going to stay 4, or is that 4 going to go up to 5? Because this 3 is less than 5 holes, 4.38 is closer to 4 than it is 5, so he would go with 4. And that's problem number 5. I'm sorry I messed up part B, but I fixed it. So, Jefferson rounds down. Adams always goes up. So, Jefferson uses the lower quota. Adams uses the upper quota. And Webster sometimes uses the upper, sometimes uses the lower. It just depends on which one it's closer to.